All right, guys, today we are going to be working on frontside crooked grinds. First, we're going to start off with the two basics of this trick that I think you should really have dialed in prior to giving this a shot. And those two tricks are a frontside nose slide and then a frontside nose grind. All right, let's get some front noses and frontside nose grinds, and then we'll start working on the trick. Now that we've gotten a couple frontside nose slides and a couple of frontside nose grinds, we can start working on those front crooks. So first off, I'm going to show you how to position your feet, or at least how I position my feet, and how I approach the rail. I think those are two really important factors as to how to unlock this trick and how to make it as easy as possible for you. All right, so foot positioning on this, I usually put my foot in heel flip position. Again, you kind of want to move it around depending on what feels most comfortable to you, depending on how high the object is. There's a few things you can play around with. When I pop, I put my foot on the very tip of the tail. I've seen some people put their foot more in this part of the pocket. Try them both out, see what works best for you. Everybody skates differently, and you're gonna find foot positioning that really works for you. When it comes to approach of this trick, I go completely parallel with the obstacle that I'm going to skate. And I found that if you're going at a bit of an angle, like a lot of tricks, a lot of frontside tricks, you're coming in at an angle. If you do that for a front crook, a lot of times you pop over the other side. If you come at it completely parallel, it allows you to pop up and really get locked in that pinch. And I put this camera straight on so you can see how parallel I'm coming at this. So definitely recommend trying that if you're having trouble with this trick. I think that was one of the biggest keys to success when I kind of first got this trick figured out. And again, I think the front foot positioning and heel flip position is extremely helpful. Another thing I thought of as I'm doing these, when you come out, you know how with a backside crooked grind, you kind of nudge it out forward. With a front crook, it's kind of similar. If you're really locked into a good grind and coming out, you can feel when you're fully locked in. When you come towards the end of the object, all you need to do is release the weight off your toe, and the pressure from your truck will just kind of pop your board up to your feet. One of the struggles with this trick is your board flipping out at the end. That's definitely something that took me a while to figure out. And I think a lot of that comes down to, one, getting the pressure release right off your front foot, and also making sure your back foot is fully on that board to keep it straight and level so it doesn't flip over. All right, my last tip on this is where your weight is once you get into the grind. So obviously you want to have that proper pinch on there. You want to have all the weight over the ball of your foot. When you have the weight on the ball of your foot, once you get up and are standing on that grind, if you can have your head completely on top of your front foot, you're just going to feel everything work. You're going to feel like you're locked in, and you can hold this grind as long as possible. Honestly, it's one of the grinds I can hold the longest and do the farthest. Once you figure that out and you get that weight ratio and that weight balance in place, these are so fun to do. All right, my last piece of advice before we get into trying these is go slower than you think. A lot of tricks when I'm learning them, I personally like to go a bit faster. And with this trick, I've just found that is not helpful. Even if you want to do it for a really long grind, what seems to work the best is have your obstacle pretty waxed. Obviously not too slick where you're going to just slip out, but you want to be able to get on it. And with the front crook, there's a lot of resistance. So you can wax it up pretty good and you're not going to shoot out. You're just going to kind of glide across the top. All right, let's do a couple of these.
Thank you so much for watching. Now go out there and get some front crooks. If you still have any questions after this video, leave them in the comments below. I am more than happy to help out. Other than that, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to build this channel out and give you as much skating related content as I can. I have new videos coming out every Friday.